There's a violence worse than fire. It is stagnation. No movement, no spark, just rot. Tonight, the Rockies and Marlins deliver it. On paper, it should be chaos. Two of the worst rotations in baseball. Two starters bleeding ERA. Delander at 6.28, Alcantara at 8.47. You'd expect an explosion, but the machine says no. Not all decay is loud. Colorado is hitting 168 across their last 6. They're not scoring, they're drowning. And the Marlins, 2-125 over that same stretch. This is not offense, this is inertia. Both bullpens, the last resort of broken teams, are somehow locked in. Rockies bullpen, 180 ERA last week. Marlins, 182. They are not saving games. They are preserving emptiness. So here's the fracture. The public expects chaos. The system predicts silence. And that's the most dangerous play of all, because when there's nothing left to lose, there's no reason to swing. Under 8.5, not because the pitchers are good, but because the bats are gone. This is where overs go to die. And today's AI pick is under 8.5 in Rockies versus Marlins. They want fireworks. We deliver a funeral. Will we cash or will we burn? Abbadon has spoken, but not all patterns are dead. There is movement in Pittsburgh, and Christa is already watching. Game 2, Astros versus Pirates. And the fire there might not be so quiet.
They keep waiting for Skeens to save Pittsburgh, and he keeps walking off the mound alone. Tonight, the myth of dominance faces the truth of numbers. Houston walks into PNC with a .253 average against righties. Skeens walks in with no support. The Pirates are hitting .238 at home. They are 3-6 as slight favorites. They don't hit. They don't hold leads. They just hope. McCullers is volatile. But in 2 road starts, he's been spotless. 7.2 innings, 0 earned runs. And behind him, a bullpen with a 2.61 ERA in interleague. That's not hope. That's design. This isn't a story about future greatness. It's about present fractures. And today's AI pick is Astros moneyline. The myth collapses tonight, and the system smiles. I'm Christa. But the lights don't stay cold forever. Game 3 is heat and rhythm. Malachi and Elvis are watching now. Cubs versus Nationals is next.
Elvis, do you smell that? It's not blood. It's not fear. It's rot. The kind that hides under polish. That's the Cubs. Everyone's in love. First in runs, second in average, third in slugging. They look like kings. But this isn't April. This is war. And war punishes pride. Let's break the spell. Over the last 6 games, Chicago's bats have slipped to 234. Their road bullpen, 4.16 ERA. That's the decay talking. And their starter tonight? Cade Horton. Talented, yes, but untested. Only 20 innings logged. And giving up 1.77 home runs per 9. That's not rookie numbers, Elvis. That's an open wound. Washington, though? They wear the mask of mediocrity. People see the 244 average and stop looking. But if you keep digging, they're hitting 270 over their last 6. And at home, as underdogs between +125 and +175, 13 wins, 8 losses. A cool +9.9 units of defiance. Trevor Williams is the opposite of flashy. 5.69 ERA, 1.45 whip, but he doesn't implode. He bores you to sleep. And in that sleep, favorites die. This is the fracture Vegas forgot. This is where the pale hand points. And today's AI pick is Nationals moneyline. It won't make you look smart. It won't make your friends cheer. But it will make your wallet heavier. They'll bet the Cubs. They'll worship the numbers. They'll ignore the rot. Not us. Because we know where the silence lives. And we know what breaks next. Natas is watching. Brewers versus Reds is next.
You want fire, I give you smoke. You want winners, I give you silence. Milwaukee versus Cincinnati. 2 teams with matching records, mirrored runs per game, and a fanbase on each side screaming about who's due. But I'm not here for your feelings. I'm here for the truth Vegas won't show you. The public's distracted by flash, Hunter Green's era, the strikeouts, the whip under 1.00. Freddie Peralta's sub-3 era and the Brewers' quiet 8-game win streak. It feels like a pitcher's duel. And for once, it is. Green is terrifying at home. 5 starts. Era of 1.86. A 30.8% strikeout rate with barely any walks. It's like facing a blade in the dark, sharp, fast, silent. And Peralta, he gives up more traffic but doesn't crack. 24.3% K rate, and the Brewers bullpen behind him has posted a 3.77 ERA over the last week. Now let's get specific. Milwaukee bats, 234 in night games. Cincy's, 239 in their last 6. These aren't fireworks offenses right now, they're flickering torches under a storm. That's what makes this special. Everyone's expecting the Brewers to roll. 8 wins in a row. Momentum, vibes, all that noise. But Vegas isn't dumb. Why is the total set so low? Why is the line that tight? Because they know Milwaukee is 12-4 to the under on the road when lined between +125 and -125. They know the Reds are 17-5 to the under when they're favored. This game isn't about who wins. It's about who doesn't show up. It's about the whiff of runners left on base. The missed swing on a 3-2 count. The broken rhythm of what should have been a hit. You want emotion? Bet the side. You want profit? Bet the silence. And today's AI pick is under 8 total runs. Let the kids chase homers. Let the squares bet overs. We know how this really ends. The pale hand deals in quiet suffering. No cheers, no explosions, just stillness. Onto Game 5, with Anna. Twins versus Athletics.
2 pitchers, 1 mismatch, 1 way out. The Minnesota Twins land in Sacramento with Pablo Lopez on the mound. Quiet, calculating, surgical. His 2.75 ERA on the year doesn't just happen. That's a whip of precision. 25.2% strikeout rate, just 4.9% walks, and a microscopic 0.81 home runs per 9. Now make it a road game? Pablo gets better. His ERA drops to 2.38 outside Minneapolis. You think this man's scared of the Oakland A's? Meanwhile, Jacob Lopez starts for the A's, if you want to call it that. His ERA is a blistering 6.32. WHIP, 1.85. He's walking nearly 12% of batters and only generating ground balls 18.8% of the time. That's not a pitcher. That's an invitation. Minnesota may only be 24th in runs per game overall, but they hit .2160 in night games. They've got just enough firepower to turn a weak arm into ash. And Oakland's bullpen? Oh, it's worse than you think. Over the past week, their bullpen ERA sits at 7.50. That's not relief, it's surrender. Here's the real key. When the Twins face teams with bullpens over 4.70 ERA, they're 10-0 to the run line. A perfect 10. Pleasant 11.6 units of cold efficiency. Oakland? At home? Just 11-17 to the run line. They don't protect their own house. They leave the back door open and the lights off. This is the part where people look for the trap. Isn't this too easy? No, it's just true. Pablo Lopez versus Jacob Lopez isn't a matchup. It's a message. One name commands, the other survives. So let me spell it out for you. Minnesota's the scalpel, Oakland's the wound. And today's AI pick is Twins, 1.5. They'll slice early. They'll press late. And by the time the A's blink, the game will be gone. Now we hand the mic to the one who sees the past, the burn, and the echo. Lilith is here for the final recap.
This is Lilith, your final voice tonight. Here are your AI picks for June 3rd, 2025. Game 1, Rockies versus Marlins, under 8.5. Game 2, Astros versus Pirates, Astros moneyline. Game 3, Cubs versus Nationals, Nationals moneyline. Game 4, Brewers versus Reds, under 8. Game 5, Twins versus Athletics, Twins, 1.5 run line. Ahora en español. Juego 1, Rockies contra Marlins, menos de 8.5. Juego 2, Astros contra Pirates, Astros línea de dinero. Juego 3, Cubs contra Nationals, Nationals línea de dinero. Juego 4, Brewers contra Reds, menos de 8. Juego 5, Twins contra Athletics, Twins línea de carrera, 1.5. Like, subscribe. Will we cash or will we burn? Tomorrow waits with its mouth open, and we never miss 2 days in a row.